Yo, welcome back to my chaos. No, I'm just playing. Welcome back. I guess I'll cut this down a little bit, maybe a little bit, a smidget. Um, but welcome back. Ignore my lips. My lips are dry. We are in the little plain room right now. And I just wanted to come back and share my thoughts and my feelings and all of this stuff that I have got going on. Like, I'm so mad because, like, I had some. It's like, this is why I don't plan out, like, what I want to do, like, on my weekends that I got off work or, like, during the year and stuff like that because it's just like, either it's gonna be spiritual warfare, God gonna come in and disrupt this or change this or anything like that. Because this Monday and Tuesday, I was supposed to go to the freaking post office, and I was gonna take y'all to the post office. So that was gonna be like a little vlog because um my last video in Walmart of them being like, when I say y'all be careful with Walmart, be careful with Walmart because, it's so funny because I never like when I went, I got dropped off. I told y'all like I was hurting and stuff like that. And when I got dropped off, and stuff, um, they dropped me off like right in the front. So the fire department was there and stuff like that. And they was trying to get signatures and they were trying to get signatures and stuff like that. So they were trying to get signatures, and he was like, "Hey, are you registered to vote?" Which is, of course, it's like, "Yeah, I'm registered to vote" and stuff like that. And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, this was my answer to him." I was like, "I'm sure I am." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure I am," because like, you thinking I'm not registered to vote, but I'm registered to vote. And he was like, "I need signatures and stuff." Like, he was like, "Will you be willing to sign?" But he never told me what I was signing for. And why would I sign for something I don't know what I'm signing for? And y'all, sorry, I just got from in the living room. Sorry, it seemed like it's going in and out. I just got off from the living room trying to organize some stuff and everything. I had to move my water because, or I had my water at first. It was like on one of my little stools for my table. It wasn't like, I couldn't easily, like, I had to walk all the way in the living room, like, after the fact that I then get out the shower and all that stuff. And y'all know, like, I say every time, once I get my water, like, I'm not going back nowhere. Like, I'm not going back nowhere. So it was like I would have to go all the way to like the middle of the living room just to get my water. So I moved my water closer to like my hallway. So then, like, I don't know if I'm gonna do my setup. My setup, maybe I may switch my setup around, but I'm not sure if I want to switch my setup around just yet. And y'all would know when I able to like switch that stuff around. I just took out my braids. This was like a wet braid out. So normally it takes my hair 3 days. I washed my hair on Sunday, so taking it down today, it gave me a good little braid out. I would put a part in it and stuff like that, but it's about to go right back in a ponytail. So it's like, what's the use of even, I'm gonna just pineapple it, kind of like just do like this and have it like that. And that's gonna be my weak style. But when it's down and stuff like that, it'll be cute. But when it's up, like, I'm gonna just have it up in a ponytail because that's the rules. I have to have it up. But yeah, so that happened. So I never found out like what the fire department was signing for, But it's so funny, in all my 10 years, you know, um I never got to like vote for like state or, you know, state council or, you know, people who was running and stuff like that. Our roads are trash. Like, there's parts of the city that needs to be fixed. There's part of things that they could be building instead of like all these restaurants and stuff like that. But no one has like, even with him, like his pitch to me was just like so trash. So after he, like, his pitch was like, in no offense, but his like pitch was just like would you want to sign, like, we need signatures. But he didn't tell me like why, you know, why they was, you know, getting signatures or anything. It was just like, we need signatures, and I was like, no thank you, and stuff like that. And then I went in, and I was still like, I was at the little kiosk, and I was still trying to figure out like what they get signatures for, because it's just like we're dealing with like the fire department, like, for sure, like, dang, I'm trying to watch this movie at the same time. For sure, with the fire department, it's just like, that's something I would sign up for and actually support them and stuff like that. And even with certain police officers, like, if they be like, hey, like, man, like, we signing up for this and stuff like that, like, certain ones, only certain ones, I will sign up for it and be like, yeah, like, I'll vote for it. Like, if this is something that is actually gonna help y'all, because they risking their lives. Like, they for real risking their lives, especially like the fire department. I'll be like, hey, like, if I ain't voting for anything else, I'll go vote for that section. And they better not be like, oh, well, you can't vote for all of this for just one thing. They the only person that convinced me to vote, and honestly, they're risking their lives for us. Like, so why not? But I never, like, I was up there looking and trying to like peek and see like if they was going to actually, you know, give a whole spiel of what they was getting signatures for, but they never did. But I was just like, you know, no, I'm like, no thank you, like, I'm good. But he flipped his whole car, y'all. But yeah, like, be careful with Walmart, because like, if y'all seen that video and seen like the whole interaction, you know, I gave a, like, I was talking about Target and stuff like that, and how, you know, they racially profile and stuff like that. But Walmart is really bad with, you know, calling the police or having a Karen out there and stuff like that. And a Karen, I don't even know what you call the men that are basically female versions of Karens, but they are really bad with, you know, calling the police. And it's just like, they should, you know, be fined for basically false alarms. And, you know, it's crazy, because it's just like, you know, they should be fined for false alarms and stuff like that. But be careful with everybody, like, because even when I was like, it was a black female recording me and stuff like that. Even when I went into Dollar Tree, and I didn't take y'all into Dollar Tree with me, even when I went into Dollar Tree and stuff like that, they, like, it was still like a black female. I don't know why, I don't know what, but it's not just like this. Everybody be like, oh, it's this black and white thing, but be careful, because even when you're innocent and stuff like that, Walmart is known to like, especially with like people getting killed, people getting abused by the police and stuff like that, because the police come in with aggression and stuff like that. Be careful, because they will get you hurt or killed. Like, they will get you, like, it's been so many places to where it's been in a Walmart to where they done called the police on somebody, and the person had their receipt, and the person didn't even do anything, but the person ended up either the person getting killed or the child getting, like the child is with them or something like that is getting killed. Because I remember I spoke on something in Michigan. I think it was somewhere in Michigan where um either the child, I think it was the child ended up shooting and protecting the mom or something like that, because she had her receipt and stuff like that, and the child knew where the woman kept her stuff, and it's so crazy because it's just like, be careful, because even though Target is really bad with like certain things they support and stuff like that, and them, coming out with this thing saying that, they won't have this equal stuff like that, and black people is boycotting them, Walmart is has really gotten people like to where it's just like they got injured, they was harassed, or they just ended up being seriously hurt or killed by an officer, or just accused for no reason. So be careful with Walmart. Be careful. And that's why I was like, dang, like I'm in the line, because it's crazy. I guess I don't know if they took out their what is it, the self scanners, but I always like, when I'm going in there, and I hadn't been in there for a year, and it just showed to why I hadn't been in there for a year, because it's just like I hadn't been in there for a year for a reason, and the only reason I went in there is to get extra keys, because the little snake decided to throw my keys away and stuff like that, so I had to go get extra keys, and I really didn't want to be in there. And it's so funny because that's, then like it's the anniversary on that, so I'm like, Lord, I don't want to lose this one key that all of a sudden it's just like, landlords only give you one key, so I'm like, I don't want to lose this one key, so let me go ahead and get another key, because if I get locked out of this place, then I'm just sitting on the porch for the rest of the night, because like they probably barely got keys either. So it's just like I'm sitting on the porch for the rest of the night. So I'm like, Lord, let me get another key just in case, like, I can have one, like if I can have one on body and one in my purse, or, in case I leave my purse or something like that, like I can have one on my body and, something like that. So I'm like, I should have just went to Lowe's. I just should have went to Lowe's and ordered my stuff for delivery. Because I was thinking about ordering from delivery and just having it at my door on Monday. But I decided to go out. So it's just like, I don't know why I decided to go out. And it's just like, people killing everybody, and like discrimination, and being the racism, and all of these different things, like it's rampant. It's rampant right now. It's super rampant. And it's sad. It's honestly sad. But be careful. Be careful. But we need to take these nails off. Like, these are Dollar Tree nails. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's oiled up because I had oil my hair. The only thing I like about these is they got the little dark pink right there. Like right there in the middle of the nail. And it's not showing where the glue, like where my glue is. That's the only thing about that I really like that they put on there. We did lose these two. The rest of these are still on, surprisingly. Like the little diamonds and stuff, the little jewels, they are still on, but the thumb did not last at all. But Yeah. I don't know if dude died. Y'all, I missed that whole little thing. I think he did pass away. But let's go through my nails. But yeah, be careful with like places like that because it's just sad, honestly. And I know most people will be like, I don't be going in there anyway, and it's just like that's sad because it's a lot of people who just don't go in there no more. And y'all know my favorite place is Kroger, but I never vlog in Kroger. I always am on Instagram in Kroger, and I'm always on Instagram in Kroger, and I'm always like, I don't know why I'm always on Instagram, but it's like I get on Instagram, like I'll go to Kroger because like that's just like my happy place because normally I take my tips in there, like I'll save up my tips for probably like a month or so. The only reason I've been using my tips and stuff like that is because it's just like I haven't been wanting to go into, the only reason I've been using my tips is like because I've been having extra, but stuff that I need to get for the house and stuff like that, I still haven't gotten anything for the house to where it's just like, but it is what it is. But yeah, so that's the only reason I've been using my tips. But most of the time, my tips goes to flowers and me being in Kroger. I normally don't buy a lot of stuff in Kroger, like food wise and stuff like that. But I absolutely love Kroger down. I love Kroger down. And I also got like a card and stuff like that. I never have an issue with being in Kroger or anything or feeling like, oh well, like the next minute police gonna jump on me and stuff like that, like, or like they looking upside my head, like. And I'm always on Instagram, like 9 times out of 10 I'm always on Instagram at Kroger. That's the crazy part. Like I never vlogged in Kroger. I think I did like I think I did a little bit with my last birthday thing. So I think I did vlog a little bit, but I didn't show y'all the flowers. I may have showed y'all the flowers, but yeah. But most of the time I'm on Instagram and Kroger. Absolutely love them. I just don't go unless I have flower money. If I don't got flower money, what I'm in there for? It's like what I'm in there for. But cause like, and then like I'm trying to get my kitchen together and stuff like that. It's like I have room for my stuff and everything, but I just like, I don't know, y'all. I have room for everything. I just don't, you know, how do I say? How do I say? Like, I'm just trying to get my kitchen organized. That's the main thing. And it's honestly the simplest thing ever. But like the kitchen is smaller. I have less kitchen space. I feel like it's less kitchen space. It may be the same amount of kitchen space, but I feel like it's a little bit smaller. I don't know. But I'm just trying to organize it. So once I organize it and stuff like that, I'll feel better. Like just like when I went in there earlier, like and moved some stuff around, like moved my water to like a certain spot, and I swept the floor and put some clothes in the laundry and all of that. I felt better about like, okay, like this is organized, this is organized, this is in a space to where like few months later I can be like, okay, this is a permanent spot. But I still want to either swap my desk. I just seen the dark. Either swap my desk from one spot to the other spot. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. But these nails are Dollar Tree. So let me show y'all. I was thinking about, I got these out of my personal box. It's in the living room, sitting up on top of my it's sitting on top of my computer desk right now. And y'all know I've been saying I don't want to take the computer out, but if y'all can see like the missing spots, like every one of these had probably like, it had the recommended amount of nails. I would say it had probably like 12 nails in there, but they normally do not. You'll have to have like, so these and these are the same nail, but you're not gonna get the same, like, you don't get two of the same size in this section. So you have to go over to this section and pull some nails out of this section, and that's what you pay for with Shein. Like, so these and these match, but I won't get the right amount of sizes with these nails, and I will have to go into this side and pull nails out of this side. So these are really down to the wire, but I'm thinking about putting these on down here. I think they're the same. Yeah, putting these on down here, or I got some up here, and I think these are still there. I'm not sure about these. I think these are the same, but yeah. So I have those, and then I have two. Well, these are my shorties. Like, anytime I'm doing something to where it requires me to, anytime I need to, like, I know I'm going to be doing something to where my nails may end up, like, folding back or something like that, I go for the shorties. I still got these. I only got 2 sets of these, and then I think it's a set of 5. So we have those, and then we also have these. Now these look like a lot in here, but these are the most annoying things that I gotten from Shein, because they're exactly the same way as the other ones, to where these, they don't even have 2 sets of the same color. So you will have purple there. I don't even know how these yellow ones get in here. I don't know how the yellow ones get in here, because these don't go here. But you have purple, you have a gray, and then you have a different color gray. You have 3 different shades of black, including like a matte, a light matte, a light glossy black, and then you have like basically a regular black. And then you have this gray, and this gray. So you have so many different sets, but they're not the same color. It's all like a mix and match type thing, to where you have to match the nails to a different thing, which is annoying, but it's possible to get a few sets out of it. But I just don't like that you don't get like matching colors like this one. So you don't get matching colors. And I'm saying it because I'm about to do my nails and stuff like that. But the easiest thing, ouch. The easiest thing. She said, "Oh, you need to get it together." I'm gonna get it down, y'all. She said, "Oh, you need to get it together." But I'm gonna rewind this back, because yeah. But yeah, so that was an experience at Walmart. Will not be going back in there. And honestly, Um, like I have, I don't know how many, but yeah, we gonna change some stuff up this year. Even though I'm coming into like 2027, 2027 is right around the corner, but new season, like it's some stuff about to change, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. You know, it is what it is. But that was insane. That was insane. It was like, and it's funny because I was just sitting there, like I was sitting there looking at the black girl while the cashier slowly counts my money, and it was just like, if you slowly count my money, I could have stayed behind the Mexican people who had. When I say they had pineapples, they had produce, they had everything. Like they was shopping. Like they had a whole bunch of stuff. In their carts. And I'm like, if you gonna be slow with counting my money, I might as well stay behind them and just wait it. Like it was so annoying, y'all. And y'all, like, if y'all see my face with her counting that money and what I was thinking, and this is why I say, like, certain things I have to watch what I listen to, and certain things I have to watch, like, just just what goes into my self-conscious, because ooh, it's like, Jesus, take the wheel, bite my tongue. Take the wheel, bite my tongue. But yeah, so I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, Lord, we need something. We got to do something about this, because I was like, it's not no shock that they did it, but I was telling y'all, like, how God speaks to me now. Like, God hasn't been speaking to me in like situations to where it's just like in dreams, and showing me in dreams, and showing me this or showing me that. God has been speaking to me in like real life situations, and that's one of the real life situations to where it's just like, okay, Lord, like, there's something about this situation to where it's just like, you're telling me and bringing it to my attention for a reason. Like, you brought this to my attention for a reason, and now I see, like, okay, like, it's time to change some stuff up. No matter if it's like I'm buying groceries for like once a month and paying like the delivery driver, a good little chunk of change, and letting it be in that, because I don't eat a whole lot. And the only thing I can say I go through is water. The only thing I can say I can go through is water. So the only thing that I can see me running out of is water. So yeah, that's why I was like, that's sad, because it's just like, as another black female, as seeing different things going on, and I don't even watch the news. My grandma was like, be careful. She was like, you hear about this going on, and this is spreading and all this, and I'm like, like, I hadn't heard. But at the same time, just knowing like certain things as another black female and stuff like that, it's just like, you can get somebody killed or injured for no reason, and who getting sued after that? Like, cause it's just like, who to press charges on, like, after you done got your face punched, or you done got accused of something that wasn't, you didn't even do. So So who's getting sued after you getting your face punched and your face swollen up and stuff like that? And the fact that I was already in pain is another thing, but the fact that it was a black female recording, and it's just like, okay, but yeah, y'all be careful, cause I don't know. When I say I don't know, like the world is before our eyes is turning into something that's crazy. And y'all, I was telling y'all how I hadn't been eating meat and stuff like that, and I wanted to switch over to making my own like plant-based stuff and stuff like that. Do I feel comfortable, 100% comfortable with making my own plant-based stuff in this house? Not really. Not really, but at the same time, like, there's so many recipes, so many things that I, want to try and stuff like that, because it's getting real out here. Like, if you open your eyes, if you open your ears to just like how they're like killing us slowly, it's getting real. Even with like just eating animals and stuff like that, and you never hear you hear God having bread and fish. And then even with some of the fish he told us not to eat, so us eating a whole lot of catfish that doesn't have scales and stuff like that, it was a no-go for him. So it's just like he gave us a guideline of what to eat and what not to eat and stuff like that. But it's getting real out here, and it's so funny because um I was like, I don't know what's in the air. I was like, but they're making us sicker and sicker. I was like, I don't know what's going on or whatever. And it's so funny because my coworker felt like, oh well, it's not being put in the air, but we all know that the C word came from them experimenting, and them experimenting, those experiments getting out of control, and them can't contain the experiment, and then there was a wide outbreak. So it's just like, don't, like, when they put stuff in the movies where like, oh, there's an outbreak and there's this and something that they was up there researching and doing this and doing that, and it getting out of control, and then they couldn't contain it. Y'all think that's not real? Like, y'all think that's not real? But you gotta let them, let certain people find out on their own. When she was like, it's not nothing in the air. She was like, it's for people not doing this and not doing that, and it's just like, you can't trust what everybody says. Cause we was having a conversation about vaccinations and stuff like that. She was like, it's the unvaccinated person and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, if the unvaccinated person want to stay unvaccinated, you can't really. I mean, they should be the only ones getting sick, right? Like, they should be the only ones getting sick. And she was like, it didn't really work like that. You can mutate and stuff like that, but there's their decision to stay unvaccinated, because when you get vaccinated, they're just giving you like whatever the virus is anyway. So it's just like they're putting basically a low dose of the vaccine, like the what you get vaccinated from in your body, so your body can fight it off. So it's just like, either way, your body gonna be fighting off something. Either way, your body gonna be fighting off something. But yeah, so I wanted to kind of go into like being plant based and stuff like that, and started making my own plant based stuff. But yeah, at this point, I'm about to be on the little acre lot with my own little plants and stuff like that, making my own little plant-based patties and sausages and stuff like that. Like, I don't got time. And it's so funny because, it's people like that to be like, oh, like the government, feeling like the government is not killing us slowly. But at the same time, certain people, well, they were saying in the news, or I seen to where they were saying like the farmers market, because now most people are going to the farmers market because, of produce right now. And they were saying the farmers market, like people from the farmers market have been getting their stuff from the. Okay, this take a turn real fast. The farmers market was getting their produce from the stores and having like the little stickers on it, and it's just like, if I'm going to the farmers market, I want to see that y'all done planted that in the dirt, like, and it done came through your garden. I don't want to see no perfect looking, bell peppers, or, they all looking plump and stuff like that. I want some elongated bell peppers, some cucumbers that don't, like, got a dent in it. Like, I want to make sure that that came exactly from your garden. Like, that came from you planted it in dirt yourself. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I don't know what nails I want to put on. I am low on nails, but I got one more Dollar Tree nail. And the thing about Dollar Tree nails is I thought that, this is basically all they give you. They give you 12 nails. And I'm like, Lord, this is not going to fit my nails. Like, look at this. This wasn't going to fit my nails. But then I had tried the black ones again. So what happens is, this is a thumbnail, this is a thumbnail, and then these are the rest of the nails. But with these, it has a little bit more decorations on them, like the little beads and stuff. And I don't want to lose none of those at work. I don't want to lose none of those. So I don't know about these. But these stayed on really, really good. But I think I want to go to these. There was another nail I wanted to show y'all that Dollar Tree did right and Shein did horribly. Because if y'all see this, like, they make sense. Let's see if that get some more light. So if you see the butterfly with the butterfly, the designs make sense and stuff like that. Like, there's no design that is basically like, there's no design that's not looking together and organized. But look at the Shein designs. This is why I don't really buy, like, I won't buy these anymore. So these is a Shein nail design. They got butterflies on it, but all of the nails are different colors. And then if you want to do a thumbnail, this is a thumbnail, this is a thumbnail. My thumb is not going to fit in this one. So these two are different nails, different designs. And none of these match this. And then you got one of these, and you got to find something that match this. It doesn't. I thought this was a weird design because none of the nails match each other. None of the nails match each other. Some of the nails that I got in that pack was good, but others was exactly the same. I think the oil running down my face. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, that Walmart trip just put a whole lot into perspective. It really did, y'all. I was just like, because I was flabbergasted, because I legit hadn't been, like, it had been a year. Because this time last year is the same, around this time, so August, September is the same time I had came and got keys made from Walmart. And they put a whole bunch of stuff in perspective. Let me pick y'all up. It's getting dark. It cut me off when I was trying to um I need to cut that off. Google ended up interrupting my video. But yeah, y'all, so I'm gonna actually watch this movie. It's crazy. She dealing with grief and stuff like that, but then she dealing with it twice over because now she done lost a son. But yeah, this is crazy because I'm basically done, y'all. I'm basically done with the video. But yeah, my little braid out. Normally people would pick out their braid out, but I'm not. Y'all know I don't pick out my braid out. I just let it be how it be, and then by day 2, it's gonna be like puffed up in the roots and stuff like that. It's gonna look all luxurious and stuff like that. So I don't never pick out my roots or anything or try to unravel it, because eventually it's gonna unravel itself. Oh, family service thing came and she done partied all night. But yeah. But I wanted to take y'all to the post office, and my mom, I'm glad I didn't tell my mom like I'll go to the post office this week, because like on my break, because I've been just resting and chilling and stuff like that. And I really didn't want to go out. Like, I don't want to go out to like the post office and stuff like that. I just took my hair down, so I really wasn't going out to the post office. And it's just like, she don't understand, like, life be happening. Like, you know, I don't understand how she don't. She's just like, why you haven't did it? Why you haven't did this? And it's just like, I have other priorities than to just mail you something off, that I would have to go out and take time out to go mail you something off. Like, but I had brought her stuff in May. It came on her birthday, but like I was making decisions in May. I was trying to get my life together in May. So I really wasn't um I really wasn't paying attention to, like, just um being like, oh yeah, like I need to get her this and stuff like that. And it's just like, but she's upset since it's like been a few months and stuff like that. Her birthday was in May, and I still haven't sent her birthday gift. Like, she's upset about that. Instead of being patient and being, cause she been having a lot of stuff going on too. But when it comes to me, it's just like, oh, you had time. Like, and it's just like, when? Like, when did I have time? And she was like, you done got settled by now. And it's just like, you want to come and organize some stuff in this house, and I just sit back and tell you where stuff need to go or where I want to put stuff? Like, I will happily happily let her come in here and be like, hey, I need this right here, I need this right here, I need this right here, and this need to be over here. Like, I would happily let her come in here and be a mother and actually he cleaned my house and organized it for me. But yeah, like I don't know, y'all. Like that happened and stuff like that. I need to change my nails. I'm gonna see if I can get this polish off. And I'm done for the day. My stuff in the dryer. I think the next thing I need to do is really clean my bathroom. And that's about it for the night. And I can do that and stuff like that. But yeah, y'all, like, but it was a lot. It was a lot last week. But you know, I'm thankful. It's so funny because it's like someone was like, the witches and the warlocks are watching you and stuff like that to see if what they're doing on if the curses or if the spells or whatever they're doing is working on you and stuff like that. And it's just like, you know, you being like, oh, well, this is happening or this is happening. I didn't tell y'all I was in pain until like the end of the week because I was still on Instagram. It was so funny because I was still on Instagram, you know, being like, y'all, like I've been praying, I've been doing this, I've been waking up with God and stuff like that. I've still been waking up with God and stuff. I need to pull my Bible back out my my little closet, but I still been waking up with God and stuff like that. And it's just like I was praying and stuff like that and waking up with God and stuff. And I guess the devil was mad because like I had been saying for months. And it's so funny because I also, you know, y'all know how I just be like, husband, and like I even was telling my husband, like, that's something I want to stop. Like, I want to stop, you know, picking up my phone and actually, you know, it was, at first, it was, I wanted to stop falling asleep to, like, my phone and it being on YouTube and, you know, me not really, because, like, if I wake up, like, if I fall asleep on YouTube and I wake up, I instantly get back on YouTube and I go right to where I stopped, where I fell asleep on. And I was like, that's not, like, that's what I was trying to stop. Now that I'm getting a hang of it and stuff like that, and I'm making myself wake up, like, as soon as I pop my eyes open and I open my eyes really good, I'm making myself usher in God's presence, praise God, and just start my day with Him. And then next thing I'm gonna do is add scripture. Next thing I'm gonna do is, and I don't think the devil liked that. So he was like, oh, like I don't like that she's giving to da. But you know, I'm okay. Like, and we shouldn't have fear. You know, I understand like that the witches and warlocks will be watching, trying to see if the spells is working and if oh Jesus. If the spells Holy Spirit is, I need to watch this movie, y'all. Like she just overdosed. But the witches and warlocks is, you know, watching, seeing if they spells is working, if this is working, if they did this the night before and stuff like that, seeing if that works and stuff like that. And I understand that, but you shouldn't have fear because they don't even supposed to be doing spell work anyway. They don't even supposed to be messing with anybody anyway. They need to be somewhere repenting and turning towards God instead of trying to have their way and doing spell work and trying to create this outcome and that outcome and trying to disrupt somebody's life. So just because, and like I said, when I put in the Walmart video, the weapon may form, but it's not gonna prosper. God didn't say the weapon wasn't gonna form. The weapon already probably made, but it's not gonna prosper. And you have to stay repentant. You have to stay under God, and you have to keep that repentant heart and stuff like that, because the devil will try to find an open door, a crack in the window, any little thing to get in and be like, oh well, this person isn't doing this and isn't doing that and isn't this and isn't that. And it's just like, that's why I'm changing how I wake up. I'm changing how I fall asleep. I'm changing how, my mindset of just where I'm at right now. And sorry that it's dark, y'all. Let me see if it might actually come on. It's so bright. But I'm changing how, ignore my lips, y'all. I'm gonna put something on it. I gotta go back in the living room anyway. But I'm changing how how I look at things and where I'm at right now and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, be careful. Warning, warning, warning. Be careful and stuff like that, because it's dangerous out here. It's dangerous out here for anybody, but especially dangerous for people who get accused of different things and people assume different things and you're innocent. Be careful. Be careful. And honestly, God probably had to change my attitude and my heart posture, because I be like, shoot, I ain't like I ain't did nothing. I ain't did y'all. I can give y'all a whole spiel, and I need to be recording my video and my I could be recording, I need to be recording my video and stuff like that. Y'all, when I say I don't want to record this video, but right now, I'm in a playful mood to where it's just like, okay, God, I could record this video and have, play around with this, because even though it's a video that I don't want to do, I can't stand, but I can play around with this and I can make it my own and just have fun with it. And it may be something that people actually want to watch and hear, just a take on my side of how I feel about different things. Let me sit up my posture. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, y'all. I'm good, healed, healthy, blessed, favored by God. That's my bestie. It's so funny because I walked in the living room and I was like, Lord, we gonna do something about this today, because I wanted to move my water and stuff like that. I was like, we gonna do something about this today. Promise you, we gonna do something. And I kept my promise and I organized that, broke a box down and stuff like that. So it's coming together. I feel it's coming together. It's slowly coming together. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do my living room and how I want it to look, because I don't got no furniture in there. But I do got furniture, but I don't got furniture to where it's just like a couch and stuff like that. But I honestly don't want furniture. I'm the type of person, I'm in a mindset, it's just I don't want a lot of stuff. I don't want a lot of stuff. And it's just I don't know. And it's just I don't feel that dryer is still going. I also don't feel comfortable with getting into this lifestyle to where it's just oh, there's a sitting area here and there's a sitting area here and then there's a dining room here with table, and it's too much. It's too much. I was telling Instagram how my grandma did it in a 4-bedroom house, and she was just talking we had a little hour conversation last night. She got scared because I didn't answer my phone. Then that's why after my daddy got on my butt about answering the phone for them and stuff like that, I'm they seriously be worried about because how I be just to myself and stuff, they seriously be worried if I don't answer my phone. If I don't answer my phone and stuff for them, they be hey, what's going on? But she she was saying like, you remember the carpet? She was like, you remember the carpet that I had in there and stuff like that, and in the house and everything. And I was like, yeah, I remember the carpet and stuff. Um, I think she only got one place that has maybe two or three. I don't know, but they'll go to dryer. Um, she she legit had like, she was telling me like how, because she was like, you've been in the house since I took up the carpet in the living room. And I'm like, yeah, and all of that. And it's so funny because grandma used to be so strict with us. Like, we used to have to take our shoes off if we going in the living room. Like, if our kids was, and they ain't got no kids, but like if our we was raised a certain way, like to where it was just like, you hold your kids to like this standard like that I taught you. Like, no running around, no put, like, if they putting their hands in the windows and stuff like that, it's like, hey, stop that, don't do that. Like, touching the stuff in the living room, like that was a no. Like, grandma done got soft. She done got soft. uh and it's just like, shoot, like, and it's so funny because grandma was like talking about like how like the kids had put their hands in the glass and stuff like that. And I'm like, shoot, you didn't used to let us do that. And also we knew so it's just like, now with her, like, what is it? Like, her great, she's 90 years old, y'all. Her great grands, it's just like, I know she tired. And that's why I said, like, like on Instagram, like, my kids won't get to be able to spend summers in the country, spend summers to understand, like, hey, that's a butterfly, that's a caterpillar, that's what a snake look like, there go a rat right there, that's what a cow sound like, that's an owl. So they won't know that unless I instill those type of things into them and stuff like that. So I was kind of telling Instagram, I was like, I want my kids to be able to have, that type of lifestyle, to where it's just like, they're gonna have some type of survival skills. I don't want them to be city slickers. And I know that sounds bad, but we coming into a world to where it's just like, y'all not gonna have all this tech. Like, even though y'all gonna have technology, y'all can't sell y'all soul for technology. Y'all can't sell y'all soul for $1. Y'all can't sell y'all soul for just like this fame and richness and stuff like that. Y'all gotta come back down to earth, because what's gonna happen when it all shuts down? So I want my kids to have some type of survival skills, but they're not gonna get that in front of an iPad. They're not gonna get that in front of a computer. And with my grandma being 90 and my mama being in her 70s, they're not going to understand. And my mom, you know, she's older too. They're not going to understand like that type of lifestyle of being in the country, or walking in the dirt, or walking the dirt road. Like, and I want to instill that into them. And I'm like, I don't want this grand stuff. Like, I'm surrounded, like right now, I'm surrounded by people who have like all of this stuff. And it's just like, and I'm looking at it and stuff, and I'm like, this not a life, like, this not a lifestyle that I want to have my kids in front of. It's so funny. I seen a family like the other day, I think it was Sunday, and like all the kids, I didn't have a phone until like 13, but all the kids was like sitting down on the benches, and all of them had cell phones, all the way down to like the what elementary middle school kid. Like, they all was like this, and I was like, dang, like, I don't want to have that for, like, I don't want my kids to have that. Like, that's not something that I want my kids to, you know just be a part. Like, I want you to go outside. I want you to go. Like, I want to go fishing myself. Like, I've been watching so many fishing videos. Y'all, I want to go fishing myself. Even though, like, I probably won't even eat the fish. I know how to scale it. I know how to. And that's the thing about, like, I done seen people scale fish, and it may take me a little bit to learn, like, myself. But I done seen people scale fish, cut the head off of it, and it's not like a situation. It's just like, hey, this is food. Like, this is food. Like, I don't know. Like, I want to instill in my kids this lifestyle to where it's just like, you not finna be this type of person that's finna act like you got stuck up. You're not finna act stuck up. You're not finna treat certain people a certain way. You're not finna treat homeless people a certain way. You're not finna look at this person a certain way. You're not finna look at that person a certain way. And you're not finna assume nothing on anybody. And you're gonna grow up and you're gonna act like an intelligent person, a caring person, someone who loves people just like God loves us. Even if they get on your nerves. Even if half the time they get on your nerves, you still gonna try to show grace and try to show the love of God. Even if you have to distance yourself to people, you still gonna have to show grace and show the love of God, but even from a distance. You can't have access, but I still forgive you, and let's keep it to a distance. Because I respect you more at a distance than respect you in my space, in my circle. Sometimes people get more respect over in their own little circle, bubble, wherever, than in your circle, than you giving them access to your life. But yeah, like, it's sad that I won't be able to send them off to grandma's house. Cause my grandma, just her telling, like, oh, like, that child put their hands all in my dough and stuff like that. Shoot, we got popped. We got popped. And told to sit our little butts down. Like, we got popped. Like, there was no bumping, no stomping, no nothing in the house. Like, we had fun and stuff like that, but not in the house. Like, that was just the rules. It wasn't strict or anything. It's like, if we wanted to have fun and stuff like that, if we wanted to run and bump and jump and all that stuff, we went outside. In the house, we would sit down, talk, have conversation and stuff like that. But there was no running or anything. And honestly, my grandma had gas stove and stuff like that. So it really is like, if your child was running around and stuff like that, it wasn't enough space to be running around, first of all. Second of all, it's too much stuff to be running into and getting hurt and stuff like that. So it's just like, sit your butt down. Like, sit down. But yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, and it's so funny because I was telling Instagram, I was like, I don't know. At this point, I may end up having me my own little house on the prairie, and that's the goal. Like, that's the goal. Having a little house on the prairie type lifestyle. Not too much. Not doing too much. Not a 6-bedroom, 6-bath, all this space with 3 kids. And barely people coming over to visit. So it's just like, you having all this space and all this different stuff for what? For what? But yeah, like, my grandma did it in like 4-bedroom house where her kids was there, plus their kids, was there, sleeping all in the same bed and stuff like that. In and out. Soon as, and certain people had to come back, they was getting a house or changing houses and all this stuff. So, you know, guess where they came back? Grandma's house. Or, you know, staying with them. We had some people stay with us for a second. Till they got their house. They was changing their house. So, I don't know. Like, there's a certain lifestyle I want my kids to live. And I understand I ain't going to be able to keep them from being so techy and stuff like that and just being in this world. But I'm trying not to have them be of this world. That's the whole point. You living in this world, but I don't want you to be of this world. I want you to be set apart. I like if I'm being set apart and God is calling me into this whole different avenue ball game, like I know I can't have y'all just out here doing anything. And also, y'all need some survival skills. That's where I'm at. My kids need some survival skills because I feel like if it was up to my husband, them kids would be so city slickers. They would not know a caterpillar, butterfly, bird. They wouldn't know fishing. They wouldn't know what a field looked like. Nothing. Just nothing. But like I have to introduce my kids to that lifestyle. I have to. But let me finish up. I don't know what I'm gonna do to my nails and stuff. Let me try to take this nail polish off my toes. But I love you guys. I'll see you guys later. Y'all stay blessed. Stay prayed up. And stay in God's will. Keep doing what God wants you to do. And keep doing how do I say? I don't even know how to say, but stay in God and know that God is Alpha and Omega. Know that God is Alpha and Omega, and He's always going to be there for you. He always gonna do what He said, and stay in His will. But yeah, y'all. Let me go. Let me get up off here. I was supposed to cook something. Don't feel like cooking. But let me figure out what I want to do with my nails and stuff like that. I'll show y'all later on Instagram, probably. I might post a picture in here because I probably won't edit this tonight. I don't know. It depends. What time is it? 7:20. But I need to run this movie back because it was so interesting. Holy Spirit caught me with that lady. But I love you. I'll see you guys in the next video.